Hey guys, so I'm Chris, and this is my second season with the Badass Babes. And oh my gosh, I meant to do a video the first couple of weeks, but I feel like it kind of just flew by. This is it's so different from first season because I feel like I've grown so much in like so many areas of my life. Like not just dance wise, but just like mentally, mentally, physically, and like in all areas. I feel like the first season for me was kind of like showing myself that I could do it, showing myself that like I was physically able to do something that intensive. And like throughout the entire time, like I honestly didn't know if I could get through it, but I did. And not only did I get through it, but I grew too. I grew and I learned and I connected with some amazing people, and I got through the show, and not just get through it. I loved it. I loved it so much, and I had so much anxiety around the show, because I didn't know if I could do it physically or mentally. There's just a lot of doubts. And so this time around, it's very different because I know I can do it, like I know that I got through it once. And then when stuff comes up, it's kind of like I'm expecting it to come up. However, this is week 3, and I would say the first 2 weeks were easier than yesterday was for me. Yesterday I felt like I was so much in my head, and I also feel like it's because the style of choreo that we did is just not, it is out of my comfort zone. And so I was getting very discouraged by that. I was getting in my head, and yeah. So I had to try to release so much frustration towards myself throughout the day. I really had to try to be like, you know what? That's okay. We're just kind of gonna laugh at the fact that we're screwing up the same things. And I did practice, I practice like on the side, like at all times usually, and because I know like that I can get it. I just feel like sometimes I either get in my own way mentally, or like physically my body like is remembering something different from what the actual choreo is. Does that make sense? So anyways, and then the other thing is, I realized like yesterday we spent the majority of the day in our heels. So it is different from last season where we had like one heels training day, and this time we had 2. And I wasn't dying. My feet weren't dying. Like last season I was like trying to grab onto anything I could in order just to like give my feet a break, and sitting down and trying to shake my legs in the air. And so I'm not saying that that's not going to happen again, like moving forward. It might happen on one of the choreo days for sure. But it was kind of nice to experience like that difference, that contrast from like last time versus now. And yes, like my feet did hurt, but like it wasn't nearly to the same degree, and I also didn't feel like my legs were gonna give out. Now again, that may be a different story when we're actually doing the choreo, but it was cool to feel that difference. Yeah. What else? Oh, of course, and we did the whole self-love, self-acceptance stuff yesterday, and that was so different for me too. When we did it last season, I instantly was crying. I was instantly in tears because of where I was at, and everything that I went through with myself, and I feel like I have put myself through the friggin' ringer time and time again, and so the song really brought up a lot for me last time, because I've been through a lot because I haven't been kind to myself or supporting myself. And so I feel like I've done a lot of that work, and I still am super excited to continue doing some of this work on myself and with me, and learning how to like best support myself, give myself pep talks and encourage myself, if I'm feeling discouraged or unworthy or not enough, I try to speak to myself kindly and encouragingly. No. And I try to encourage myself. Yeah, and so that was cool too, to see the difference. But so she told us to so Chelsea told us to choose a part of our body that we just like have judgment towards and that we don't totally accept. And so that for me is my stomach right now. And my stomach and my skin, I feel like those have just been points where, like parts of me where I've always had judgment towards them. And I kind of go in and out of like accepting and judging it. And so it's definitely something I'm working on. So I was really grateful that I had, that Chelsea provided that space yesterday, in order to bring back the acceptance, bring back the love towards my stomach and towards my skin. And I even, because usually I wear high-waisted everything, I even like pulled down like my high-waisted leggings a little bit to show more my stomach. And I was sitting down, and of course when I'm sitting down, like kind of fold forward, and like you have the whatever it's called. If you don't know what it's called, it's like a crease maybe. Yeah. And so I was just like, I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna send this love, even though it just like it was actually hard for me to sit there and without the high-waisted part up, you know, because I wear high-waisted so often that like I just am so uncomfortable with showing that part of my belly, the bottom part of my belly. So that was very interesting. And then so I did a combination of just sending like just really taking in my stomach and accepting it as it was in that moment, and my skin as well. And I would kind of look at my skin and say, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And then I also love making eye contact with myself. And so I just was able to kind of pour love into myself and just say like, hey, you've come a long way, pal. You know, like and like a long way as in like we've been through a lot. And just telling myself that I was proud of myself. And yeah, so even that difference was really, really interesting. And that's not to say, like, I still have my days where I'm not kind to myself and I have to catch myself. And I still have my days where I have meltdowns and breakdowns and all that jazz, because I'm human too. But it was just cool to see where I was at in season 9, there we go, versus now. And what else did we do too? I don't know. We did a lot. By the end of the day, I was wiped. I was wiped, and I was kind of discouraged, to be honest. And but like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I'm super excited for next week. Super, super excited. And it's all learning. It's just all learning. And that's the beauty of everything that we do in life, everything that I do in life. It's just that, like, no matter how it goes, I know that there's stuff that I can learn from, and that there's a lot of growth there for me, no matter what. So, and it was really, like, it was really nice to be in that room with all those women and that are amazing. They're so amazing. And really see that we literally, all of us have our thing that like we're working on. All of us have something that we're going through or learning. And so it's really cool just to see that we're all human. We're all superhuman. As in like human AF. Superhuman. Oh gosh. Anyways, I feel like I'm just like rambling on now. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for next week. And I'm grateful for everything that I learned yesterday. And I feel like I should probably practice the choreo because I need to get used to having like that sort of vibe when dancing. But anyways, okay, I better go. Sending you guys love, and I hope you have a wonderful day.